The Adventure in the Land of Science, One Piece Chapter 1062, which is also episode 1091 in the animated series, begins. The scene started with a shocking surprise. As Frankie and the others were now seeing Dr. Vegapunk for the first time, Frankie shouted, "Vegapunk, you're like my role model. I killed 2 years in your hometown, Baltimore, after going through your lab. There was still a lot of stuff I didn't have. The chance to look into." Usopp was in awe, seeing the bigger version of General Frankie, and Sanji breathtaken at Vegapunk's stunning look. Robin was shocked and exclaimed that Vegapunk should be an old man after all the years of being active, not some young woman. A shocking reply came from the lady claiming to be Vegapunk that she's not the main Vegapunk. She's only Punko, called Vegapunk Lilith. She quickly charged the Straw Hats to leave their goods and valuables behind, leaving the waters, so that she can fund her research. Nami furiously replied, "You're being cold-hearted. You save us only to get us robbed." Lilith replied saying that she never intended on saving them. This part of the sea is government-owned and trespassers are not welcome if you resist. The weaponized sea beast will sink you without questions asked. The weaponized sea beast came out in anger, surrounding the Straw Hat ship, with ferocious look on their face. This scared the hell out of Nami and Usopp. But Frankie was in awe, as Robin with Zoro maintained their composure. An emergency call came in straight to Lilith, warning her that the Straw Hats are a newly dubbed Emperor crew, and they aren't gonna back down without a fight. But Lilith, thinking that they're weak, insisted on robbing them. Then, the caller warned her not to underestimate the Swordman and Robin. You're in range of attack and they will cut you down without question asked. Moreover, the Swordman has a bounty of 1.1 billion berries. With this, she realized that she has been fooled by Nami and Usopp, who seemed to be weak, dulling her sense of security. As Zoro was about to interrogate her, the caller requested that he has picked an interest on the Straw Hats crew, and they should be brought into Egghead Island. The caller was revealed to be no other than Punko One, also known as Vegapunk Shaka, whose personality is logic reasoning. Meanwhile, inside a shallow cave beneath Egghead Island, Luffy was shocked as Bonney revealed that she has been in the island before as a kid, but now, she's here to look for answers concerning her father, Kuma, whom Dr. Vegapunk turned into a living weapon. Jimbei and Luffy, expressing their feelings, said, "It's awful and unforgivable. Sorry." After climbing the ladder upward for a while, they arrived at Egghead Island, fully equipped with futuristic gadgets and inventions. This took the attention of Luffy and Chopper, as they paid no listening ear to what Bonney has to say concerning Sabo. Luffy, out of surprise, jumped onto a space monster that looked alive and got eaten, with Chopper and Bonney terrified, but it was all a fake as Luffy seemed to pass through, knocking his head against the wall, hitting the ground thinking that he was swallowed for sure. Bonney shouted, "Food!" It got cookies, fruits, and ice cream. Luffy, Bonney, and Chopper, without hesitation, dashed for it, but passed through the food hitting the ground as it was not real. Being angry, they tried to eat it again, but all to no luck. Luffy thought that they are now ghosts and had died earlier from the fall. But Bonney quickly realized that it's a 3D image hologram, putting Luffy in a desperate mood. Luffy calming down, observing the space monster and giant robot. He realized that it's true and they are hologram. Chopper staring at a machine with food diagram in its button asked Bonney to explain. But Bonney has already lost faith in the island and suggested that everything in it is a fake. Just give up. Jimbei realized how freezing the sea was, and thought that Egghead Island should have the same climate, but he was answered by a strange personality, who explained that the island is set to tropical mode by the aircon invention, affecting the climate and temperature. Luffy, surprised at the personality, thought that she was a hologram because she appeared big like Kaido. So, Luffy lunges a punch at her, but received a hard reciprocal punch at his own face by the personality, hitting the meal invention, causing food to be processed and appear. Then, Bonney, Luffy, and Chopper dashed for food, eating and drinking in happiness as it was real this time. The personality explained that she's happy they appreciate her invention at least. but was sad that there are not enough qualified engineers to make more of the meal machine for the world. Then, out of anger, she furiously punched the space hologram, putting Luffy in a shock. She explained that her hand gloves are special and it interact with light, enabling her to touch hologram tangibly. She exclaimed that whether something is real or not doesn't matter to her. Jimbei asked who she is. She then replied, claiming to be Dr. Vegapunk. Bonney was furious and angry. Meanwhile, Luffy, Chopper, and Jimbei were surprised with Luffy, remembering he has heard the name from Navy Captain Kobe. Meanwhile, at a certain sea in the New World, the CPO agents of world government appears to be discussing about Dr. Vegapunk in a ship, saying that the genius split himself into 6 people, with each being a part of him. The diagram illustrates 6 Vegapunks and personality they embody. Vegapunk 1 is logic, named Shaka. 2 is evil, names Lilith. 3 is flair, names Edison. 4 is wisdom, names Pythagoras. 5 is wrath, names Atlas. 6 is desire, names Yoke. With all these complications, Rob Lucci exclaimed that geniuses are a pain. Then, CP0 mission assigned to them by the world government was revealed to be the death of Vegapunk and all his satellites acting as people. Then, Rob Lucci wondered, asking with doubt as to why the government would want the most intelligent man who has been loyal dead. But Beaver and Stussy rebuked Lucci, telling him to stay head clear for the mission. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates and videos like this one.